The end of the price freeze on electricity, gas, and heat in Poland. Starting in July, everyone will have to pay more, a lot more. Previous government mechanisms to stabilize electricity prices will expire at the end of June. They say it's not a sin to promise. I can promise that energy prices will be accepted for almost everyone, and for those for whom they will not be, there will be an energy grant. We are preparing an energy grant for those in energy poverty. So many fine announcements, but what does this mean in practice, and who will be able to count on government assistance? It looks like not many of us, and about 65% of an increase in energy prices will affect almost everyone in Poland. The energy grant, which will be a one-off, assumes an income criterion. According to recent reports, it is to include 6 thresholds, from single-person households to those with 6 or more people. It is not yet known what form it will take, and it is unclear what the amount will be. However, the bill shows that, for example, a single pensioner with an average pension or a married couple with a child earning the national minimum wage will not qualify for the grant. It will be difficult now. It used to be better because the government helped the young and the elderly, but now, unfortunately, it goes the other way. This is a very big increase, 65%. I can't imagine paying that much. This is a bit of a sick idea for me, because we can't afford to have reasonably cheap electricity and to produce electricity ourselves. They always don't have money, because as soon as this government comes in, there's never any money.
Tej ustawy Polacy mieli nie poznać do wyborów.
Polish people were not supposed to know about this new bill until the elections. I suspected that this is why the bill is not being presented, because it has to go into effect by the end of June, so it's late. But the bill was not shown for obvious reasons, and everyone will get increases of 65% for both electricity and heat. Ryszard Petru, the economic authority of the new government, says it straight. Although the electricity price hike will encourage inflation, it is necessary. We can't subsidize electricity prices indefinitely. These prices have been artificially low. We have much higher prices on world markets, and simply, prices must reflect market prices. The question is whether we go back to socialism, where everyone gets the same amount, or whether we go back to a solution where electricity prices reflect real costs. How much will we pay for energy? Analysts at the bank BNP Paribas forecast that once energy prices are unfrozen, they could rise from 412 zloty to 520 zloty per megawatt hour, or 108 zloty more. The condition, however, is the intervention of the president of the Energy Regulatory Office. Without it, prices could rise as high as 739 zloty per megawatt hour, or as much as 327 zloty more. This is a very large increase, and for many Poles, may be difficult to bear. And yet Donald Tusk promised Poles before the elections that things would be better when he came to power.
Te 100 dni
These 100 days, these 100 promises will lead to the fact that people in Poland will have more in their pockets. It will be cheaper in Polish stores, and it will be better in every Polish home. In fact, it looks like money from the pockets of citizens will go into the wallets of ruling coalition politicians. According to Sebastian Kaleta's findings, for 3 months, only in 11 ministries, Donald Tusk's government hired as many as 163 people with salaries of more than 15,000 zloty a month. The findings are the results of my parliamentary interpellations to all ministries. I have received responses from 11 so far. The scale of this El Dorado is enormous. The 11 ministries combined hired as many as 163 people with salaries of more than 15,000 zloty a month, and 72 people in the range of 10 to 15,000 zloty per month. The data does not include March and half of the government, so the scale is certainly larger at the moment. If there are millions of zloty in the budget for salaries and bonuses for Donald Tusk's government officials, why aren't they there to support Polish families in the face of the energy crisis? Experts indicate that the real reason for the surge in electricity prices in Poland may be the desire to reduce the competitiveness of the Polish economy, which has begun to threaten Germany's dominant position in the European Union. Poland already pays one of the highest taxes for CO2 emissions, which accounts for about 60% of the cost of energy production, and this directly transfers to electricity prices in Poland.
A Polska
Poland should not obediently conform to what Mrs. von der Leyen says, but do its own thing. The problem for our government is that we conform to what they propose to us, and these proposals are often unfortunately destructive and need to be resisted. According to experts, the European Union should not, for example, block the development of nuclear energy. Natalia Rzeźniczak, TV Republika.